The word avatar comes from ancient Sanskrit, translating directly to a descent, but the English equivalent, incarnation, adds a crucial layer of meaning. It literally translates to taking on carnal form or entering into flesh. When we think of a divine creator stepping into the physical world, we expect them to arrive in a fully realized supreme human shape, a king, a prophet, or a ruler ready to guide humanity. Yet if you read the Bhagavata Purana, one of Hinduism's most expansive cosmological texts, the primary sequence of incarnations starts completely devoid of human traits. The famous Dashavatara, the 10 primary avatars of the Supreme Divine, kicks off with a fish, transitions into a tortoise, and follows up with a boar. Why would an all-powerful entity choose to embody basic animal physiology instead of snapping its fingers in a supreme, human-like state to fix the world's problems? These forms map precisely to a deliberate blueprint of biological evolution, deployed strictly as functional solutions to the specific environmental crises of a developing Earth. According to the text, the first stage of creation, known as the Sarga, presents a cosmos dominated by primordial waters. There is no dry land. To operate in this liquid world, the divine takes the form of Matsya, a fish. Aquatic biology is the exact necessary vessel required to navigate and preserve life in a fully submerged ecosystem. Eventually, the planetary environment shifts. Land masses begin to breach the surface, creating turbulent tectonic forces and a new environmental crisis requiring a different type of survival. Enter Korma, the tortoise. This form acts as an amphibious, biologically equipped to function in the water, while possessing the structural foundation needed to support massive geological weight. As the waters recede further, the transition to a purely terrestrial environment demands raw physical strength on solid ground. This dictates the next mammalian form, Varaha, the boar. During this deep time epoch, basic environmental survival strictly dictates the required biology. The divine does not take these animal forms as a disguise. It takes them because, on a developing planet, form must follow function. Once the physical environment stabilizes, the challenges on Earth mutate. The crises move away from sheer physical survival against the elements toward complex social and moral conflicts. To confront these destructive forces, the text introduces Narasimha, a literal biological bridge blending raw animal instinct with an upright early hominid structure. From there, the sequence firmly leaves animal traits behind, arriving at pure human anatomy with Vamana, a dwarf form representing the early, smaller stages of human development. This evolutionary progression quickly scales up into the tool-wielding Parasurama, and then Rama, whose form is built to navigate highly advanced social structures. The entire sequence culminates with Krishna, known as the Purna Avatar, or the complete representation. He is depicted possessing total omniscience, intellect, and detachment. The supreme force of the universe could only achieve this full, complete representation once the biological vessel, the human mind, had finally evolved enough to actually house complex traits like intellect and ego. The entire timeline reveals a precise mechanism. The divine continually enters the exact flesh required by the evolutionary state of the environment. But there is a second layer to the sequence. Alongside the history of planetary biology, the text provides a literal map of human psychology. The Bhagavata Purana describes the jiva, the indwelling soul that exists within every single living being. Philosophically, your jiva is a latent avatar, a dormant spark of the divine waiting to fully emerge into awareness. The earliest Dashavatara stages represent dark, instinctual phases consumed by basic survival. The later human stages represent the ultimate goal, the light of pure awareness. To reach that complete Purna avatar state within your own life, you have to move past your primal animal instincts and master your buddhi, your intellect, and your manas, your mind. The sequence asks a direct question. When you map your mind against these stages of evolution, are you still operating on instinct, or are you moving toward enlightenment?